Hey, is this Mavi? Can you see
Hey,
me? Hey,
yeah,
listen. Hey, so I just wanted to jump on a call with you and kind of talk to you about your experience with Booth Boost and kind of maybe answer some questions some prospective people might have on the course.
all
So,
right, yeah, let's do
so
it.
perfect. So let's talk a little bit about how long you've been a stylist and kind of your journey leading up to where you're at today. Do you just kind of want to give everybody a little bit of insight on how long you've been a stylist and like kind of who you are a little bit?
Okay, yeah, sure, of course. I'm Mavi I've been a stylist for about 4 years now, and it's taken me quite a while to get where I am, and I absolutely love it now. You know, put in a lot of hard work to get built up to where I am, and with the help of Booth Boost, it's been great. It's given me a lot of more insight.
So what would you say, Mavi, as far as, because like we go back, right? Like me and you, we went to beauty school together and we've kind of transitioned from being wet behind the ear stylist to now, where we are today. And for you, yeah, what would you say, what would you say some of the biggest challenges and like realities you had after graduating were for you?
Definitely, I would say the business side of things. You go through school, you learn everything, and you have the skills, and you always improve on those skills. But what about retaining and keeping all of those clients? I think that's what a huge struggle is for the girls that get out of beauty school that really want to make this their full-time career, is that we weren't really taught the more business aspect of it.
And like before kind of going through Booth Boost and like
Mhm.
really going through and applying the stuff, what would you say the biggest difference is on how you handle things before as a stylist to where you're kind of like a certified Booth Booster now?
Um, Booth Boost definitely gave me the insight of what I needed to really look at myself and to see the steps that I was taking to really push myself to be a better business owner. Before that, you're just kind of going through the motions of everything, but with the help of Booth Boost really giving you those key points and giving you the advice and that pretty much that motivation to step up your game, it's completely different now.
And that's awesome. Like, I think that's one thing that I haven't even really touched on as far as Booth Boost goes. I know for me, I give you guys a lot of technical stuff between the funnels, between
Yep.
social media, between really breaking down your desired income. So that's awesome that you point that out, because not only are you getting the step-by-step stuff, you're
Yeah.
also getting like a big group of
Yeah.
girls who are
Mhm.
genuinely wanting to push. And so like, let's talk about that a little bit, like as far as the technical side goes and breaking that down. So for you, I know you launched a very successful funnel, an ad campaign. Can you talk a
Yeah.
little bit about that and like what kind of
Yeah.
type of clients you received and the process and journey of going through that funnel? Because I know, as most stylists are, like we love to do hair, like learning a whole nother aspect of creating a
The
funnel.
back end of all of that was a little difficult. At first, the funnel, you have to put a lot of like time into that and kind of really sit there and put that work into it.
Yeah.
But once I did, I got about 15 leads, and then it's all about just the follow through and going into the rest of that. But it did take a little time at the beginning, but once I got the hang of it, it was great.
And that was 15 leads in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's talk about that, because I'm looking, let me take a look here at your stuff. So you ran an ad campaign for 7 days, and clearly you
Yep.
were on a budget. So it looks like here you ran the ad for a total of $110. And that first day was 15 leads, which in that 7 days, it looks like you landed 49 total leads.
Yeah. And
That's insane.
that was great, and able to really get those clients like in my chair and work with them. And then you get to talking with them, and then getting them actually in your chair, you put a face with a name, and then from then on it's game.
Yeah. And so in that campaign, how many stylists of the 49 leads you received from that in a 7-day period, how many of those clients are you currently seeing now as far as retention goes, keeping those clients?
I would say about a little more than half, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
And
it's been working out really well.
that's awesome. And so what would you say to the stylist who might be on the edge of investing in a program such as Booth Boost?
Just do it. Just do it. I mean, you can't go wrong. Booth Boost definitely gives you, it just breaks down everything that you think you already know, and just lays it out for you. It takes you a lot more in depth than what you think you already know, which is absolutely amazing. Like, who doesn't want to know more about what they're doing or take the steps to better themselves? Like, who wouldn't want to do that? That's the thing.
Absolutely. And so for you, what would you say that, like, okay, so like every stylist clearly knows that like they want to get to a certain level. What would you say for you, like in the Booth Boost program, that really helped you, whether it be the retention side or the profit maximization portion of kind of like honing in on, you know, like your sales skills and your capitalizing on every ticket? What would you say in the course was your most come to Jesus type of moment? Like,
I would say definitely the form that you're given to pretty much break everything down, for you to really lay it out in front of you, what you're doing, what you need to do. It gives you you end up reflecting a lot on yourself. Like, what am I doing? What do I need to be doing? You know, it's the forms that you give, break everything down and make you, they ask you the questions that you wouldn't necessarily ask yourself doing every day to day, going through the motions of the clients and everything. It really gets you to sit there and think about what you can do to better yourself. And I think that is the greatest tool that is in here. One of the greatest tools that's in this program to really just bring you back to yourself and sit there and lay everything out.
that's awesome. And it's so funny because like you go through the steps of the course, but actually, and I didn't even think about that. Like, there's so many different aspects to Booth Boost, but even just giving you guys those tangible forms to be able to go off of and kind of sit down and edit and adjust yourself as you grow and reach those goals is, you know, pretty invaluable. So I think this is awesome. I think, do you have any last words you'd like to say to anybody in regards to the course, to Booth Boost, like what the course actually, you know, did for you, and kind of wrapping things up?
I just think really helping, it really brings you to that business side. It asks you the questions you would have never thought to ask yourself for somebody that's new into running a business. It really brings you in depth with that. It really is inspiring and motivating. And I'm so excited for anybody who comes to this program, because they're going to enjoy it and they're going to learn so much, and they're going to grow so much as a stylist and be successful. And that's all we want.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and we will see you on the inside of Booth Boost.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.